Hey friends, welcome to my 35-week bump date. I have an obstetric appointment, so let's chat on our way up and then we'll see Bobby together. As always, we are multitasking just a little bit, and I'm going to give you an update on the week that has been. I am still in disbelief that a week has flown by and I have completed 35 weeks of being pregnant. It is blowing my mind. And the crazy thing that happened this morning is I had to have my pre-admissions appointment, like phone appointment, with the midwife, and we talked about the last 3 births and what the plan is for today, and getting potentially an inducement date because I'll get the results from the growth scan that I had last week. And I feel like today's the day where rubber is really going to hit the road and we're going to start making plans for this baby to come earthside, because there is 5 weeks left. I know that the previous updates were a little bit more somber because of my mental health, but I can say with absolute confidence and clarity, making a hard decision has really benefited the entire family, especially myself. I feel like I am 100% in a better place, which is really, really nice. It is a weight lifted off my shoulders and the cloud has disappeared, and it is helping me to enjoy these final weeks of being pregnant for the final time. And I'm glad that I do get to celebrate it, because it would be such a shame to be so sad in my final weeks. I am all good mental health wise, definite improvement. I think I have the normal anxiety that comes with pending labor and delivery. I think that's pretty normal, but I am not depressed at all. I think if I was to have a routine scanner done on my mental health at this appointment, I would not get any flags. This week on a physical level, I have had an increase of heartburn, which I have got some medication from my obstetrician that I take when needed, and that seems to help. I have had a lot of headaches this week, and I am trying to keep hydrated as best as I can. So that's been interesting to navigate. There have been a couple of nights this past week where I've had to just call it early and go to bed. My pelvic floor is really weak and I'm getting a lot of pelvic pain, and I'm really glad that I am on maternity leave and I can control my days just that little bit more, because I am struggling by mid-afternoon to walk without being in pain. One massive difference this week is I actually got in contact with Amira's school and asked if there was any way that I could get some sort of leniency in regards to pick up, because I was struggling with doing the massive walk. There was one day in this last week, I think it was on Monday, where poor Amira, she had to stop 4 times, maybe 5 times with me just to get from her year 1 building down to the Littles childcare center, and they were so just loving and kind and supportive, and have given me an alternative place to park. And Amira walks up to the office and I collect her from there with minimal steps. I collect the little kids and I can get home and be in such a better shape physically than I was doing the big round trip to do it all. And I'm so thankful, because something that's so little on their end is really helping me in these final weeks of being pregnant, and I appreciate it more than words can say. Another big change I've noticed in this last week of pregnancy is that my stretch marks have grown. I am really thankful and counting my blessings that I haven't gotten new stretch marks over the 4 pregnancies. It's just my pre-existing stretch marks tend to grow with each pregnancy. So this last week I have noticed that the tops of my stretch marks are getting red, which indicates to me that they're freshly stretched. And it's one of those things where the kids call them my like tiger stripes, and we talk about the fact it's because my belly has gotten so big when they were in there because they're squishy, chubby, healthy babies, and it's something that I'm proud of. And I have to remember to actually keep that in my heart and not to feel bad about it. I know there are some women who don't get any stretch marks at all, and others who definitely have more than me, and I am just thankful that my body has been able to do what it has done. And yeah, it's just an update that has happened this week. I'm going to chat with my obstetrician today because baby's fetal movement has definitely decreased. I don't know if I should be worried about it. It's not like I'm not getting like a stretch of like 24 hours where I'm not feeling them, but I'm noticing a decrease. However, every night Bub does get hiccups, which is good. Like, to me that demonstrates the fact that everything is still fine in there, but I am not getting as frequent motions. And I remember reading on one of my apps that baby is getting into like a sleep play sort of a routine, and maybe that routine is just becoming more set in stone, and that's the reason why the fetal movements have gone down a bit. So I will ask my obstetrician today about that and see what she has to say. As always, I am running late to my appointment. It is 2:30. My appointment is at 3. Hopefully I will get there with time to spare. And it's funny because I swear, like, the days that I am running late myself, my obstetrician is on time, and then the days that I arrive early or like on time, she's running late. So hopefully today everything just goes swimmingly well, because tonight I'm actually booked in to get my whooping cough vaccine, because that is on my list of things to do, and I'm just going to double check with my doctor that now is the time to get it. I'll chat to you when we get up the coast. Thankfully, I have arrived with a couple of minutes to spare, which is lovely. So I probably only have maybe 3 more appointments left, which is crazy. I am definitely starting to feel quite nostalgic about it being our last pregnancy and making the most of it. But yeah, I don't know. The other thing I remembered when I was driving is that the midwife this morning said to me that my rubella, I think, levels were low. So I need to clarify that with my doctor today. But baby is starting to move, which is exciting. The other thing, I am wearing Michael's t-shirts because my maternity t-shirts are even starting to get too small. So I'm thankful that Michael has some shirts that I enjoy wearing and that they're not too masculine. And I'm just, pairing them with maternity shorts and making that an outfit. But, it's gonna be strange soon not having a bump and having a wardrobe, like my wardrobe. I'm not having to expand and contract anymore. I can just be me. So usual COVID protocol is that I wait in the car until the receptionist calls me, and then I will go in and see baby on the sonogram. So let's go check out baby together.
Such a Rashid. Looks
Yes.
like Finn right now. Oh. Need to start pushing baby clothes.
Yep.
Oh.
Still chubby.
It's that nose. It's
Yeah.
his signature nose.